My name is Molly Chastain. We went to several different churches as we were married, and we moved out here, and my husband knows Derek Ray. They did Young Life together, and so he was like, I really want to try Cedar Crest. Some of my friends go there. I think we would really like it. And we just kind of came one Sunday and fell in love. We came, we liked what we saw. We loved the next room and that whole program. It makes you feel really welcome, and you feel home. Like the second you come in, you walk through the door and you're here just for one service, and you're like, oh, no, this is home. This is where I'm supposed to be. And we have been going here for about 2.5 years, and God was just really heavy on me to get involved somewhere, anywhere. And so I finally, put my neck out there and got involved, and we really are liking it here. My life growing up was what I would consider to be normal. I had 2 great loving parents. We had a great family growing up. But then when I got to college, that's when I was kind of impacted just in a big way. So I started college just pretty much on my own. And I tried to find one group of friends and fit in with them, and then I tried to find another group of friends and fit in with them, and it just kept falling apart. I think mainly because I was looking for that safe place in those friendships when I should have been looking for it in God, because He was always there with me. I've always believed in a higher person and always believed in God, but didn't grow up going to church, didn't have a firm understanding of what religion was or Christianity. And so it all just kind of came to a point in college where I was just struggling. I got to a point where I was very lonely, and I didn't have any friends. I didn't have anybody other than my family, which is fine. I loved my family, but I still needed those relationships, and they just weren't there. And my love life was even worse. I would find these guys and be like, oh, they'll change for me, or I can change them, and what if they are the one, and something's wrong with me, and just kind of looked for those relationships in all the wrong places. And then finally I was in a class, and some people cared, and were like, we pray for you, right? And I was like, what? You pray for me? You don't know me. And I thought they judged me. I thought they didn't like me. And it kind of changed my whole world, kind of spun it upside down and put it on its top. And everything I thought I knew, I didn't know. And I didn't have to be alone. And that there were people out there who did care about me, even if I didn't know they cared about me. And it changed my life. I decided to follow Jesus on May 11th, 2011. I'll never forget that date. It was the best day of my life. I think a lot of my reservations for not following Jesus were because I knew better. I knew what I wanted. I was a smart 24-year-old girl who knew what she was doing. And I just went for it, and I just was like, I don't need help. I don't need religion. I don't need God. And like I said, I just had some people who prayed for me and said they were praying for me, and it changed everything. And I decided to follow God because I just knew, I knew He was there. He was at that door, and He was knocking, whether it was quiet, whether it was loud. And I just finally said, I need to open the door. I need to open the door and let Him in. And I decided to just let go and let Him control and just take over my life. And I said the prayer, and He came in like a flood and just changed everything I thought I knew. I want to get baptized because for a very long time I was scared. I was like, I don't know, I don't think anybody wants to hear my story. I've always had a problem with self-worth and feeling like no one really cares about my story. Their story is way more important than mine. And I've realized kind of really lately that my story is important, because even if it helps just one person, then I've done Him justice. I've served Him just by helping one. I am Molly Chastain, and I have decided to follow Jesus.